Hi everybody, it's Dandruff, and welcome to my coverage of the 7th Conference at E3 2018 with Sony. We start with the CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, Sean Layden, having us all attend church. Yeah, no joke, they had the stage set up a lot like a church. Sony tends to do things a little bit different by showing off fewer games, but having longer sequences. Starting off the show with a banjo solo, and for those of you who may not know, I love bluegrass music, so this whole part was heaven for me. And if I may say, that is not a typical banjo because usually the low E string starts at the 12th fret. Blah blah blah, I like to play music too. It's a rather sad tune and very ambient, setting the mood for a very dark game. Opening with the song Little Sadie by Crooked Still, and it gave me goosebumps because I recognize this tune. I haven't played The Last of Us, but I know that's Ellie from The Last of Us, meaning this is our first extended look at The Last of Us Part 2. And the internet is freaking out because of that kiss, because of course they are. We transition to a darker side of Ellie having to defend herself after the events of the first game. So there are parts of this trailer that I do not believe are possible yet with video games, not even on my beloved PC platform. What I'm saying is, don't get your hopes up, this one is probably going to get a visual downgrade. And if I'm wrong, we get a game that looks this fucking good. Time is going to figure this one out for me. Okay, I hope that exploding arrow thing is part of the game because that was really cool. And after she takes care of business, we're back to the barn dance. What a powerful trailer and a great start to this conference. After a little intermission, we go back to the presentation with a look at the new Call of Duty Black Ops 4. This is one of those bullet traveling trailers, and as long as they keep changing it up, I hope this never gets old. That is one hell of a bullet. Not only should it have slowed down, it should have changed trajectory at some point. What can I say? Vidya games, right? Good news because PS Plus subscribers get a bonus game this month, and head to your PlayStation dashboard right now to download Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Then a montage, you know how much I love those, starting with Tetris Effect for PSVR. Days Gone is next, followed by Twin Mirror. Coming in next is Ghost Giant for PSVR, and then a rhythm game, Beat Saber, also for PSVR. Destiny 2 appears to be next with a new DLC called Forsaken, coming in a few weeks on September 4th. We return to the stage with another musical performance with an instrument I think is completely opposite to the banjo, the shakuhachi, a Japanese bamboo flute. I love the sound of this instrument too, and it was a wonderful performance. Nicely done so far, Sony, and it sets the mood for our next game again. We start out by following a samurai in feudal Japan that is being invaded by Mongols. After slaughtering 5 of them, he meets up with an ally armed with a bow. A monk has been taken prisoner in a temple, and it's up to you to save him. Once inside, the samurai jumps down and quickly dispatches them. The best part is where he stabs the guy through the wall. Oh, it's so good. This is freaking awesome. He then leads the monk out where, oh shit, it's on. This is not a fight either of them wants to have. She thinks the Mongols have already won, so they fight. And of course, what's a fight against an ally without everything being consumed in fire? He defeats her but spares her life so she may fight with him, in a game called Ghost of Tsushima. To a transition with a rock and roll banana shredding for a bit. Not sure what that was all about, but I'm not complaining either. Next we have a woman with a pulsating gun in a world where solid objects seem to disobey the rules of physics. This one is a little surreal with people floating around and things exploding or coming apart for absolutely no reason. Control is the name of this game, and it's coming sometime 2019. Then a rat. We are following a rat in CGI. Oh hey, an original PlayStation. That's kind of cool. So we're still following this rat that's climbing around on shelves full of food. Okay, some type of fight happens, and the shelf gets knocked over, and kills the rat. Out of nowhere, a zombie appears, and though I don't know this game, I know that art style, and this is Resident Evil, but I don't know which one. At first I thought this was going to be Resident Evil 8, but in reality, it's a remake of Resident Evil 2 with an over-the-shoulder camera. Best of all, we have a release date of January 25th, 2019. Another intermission of a guy who plays a single note on a trumpet. Then here we have Bathtub Guy from Squanch Games, founded by Justin Roiland, one of the creators and the voice of Rick and Morty. This one is called Trevor Saves the Universe, and we don't have a release date just yet, but it is a VR optional title. Another game we have seen before, but one I really like to look at, Kingdom Hearts 3. This time around, we're following the Pirates of the Caribbean movies as we see Captain Jack Sparrow and the Black Pearl. Kingdom Hearts 3 will have boat-to-boat combat confirmed. And of course, Johnny Depp returns to voice act his role. And do most people just lay around in the Kingdom Hearts universe? I see half of them doing that, or the other half is singing and dancing in the streets. Another weird transition with a bunch of celery stalks singing, and I gotta say, these are pretty good. A baby. Time for Death Stranding, and get ready for this one because the whole thing is really freaky. Finally, we get some gameplay, and the landscapes from this game look like a completely different planet. Norman Reedus' character is seen carrying around a bunch of boxes and what looks like a body at one point. I'm guessing that there's going to be elements of scavenging, gathering, and crafting. Okay, I'm not going to show this whole part with the toenail, but jeez. A strange wave washes over the protagonist, and one of those things shows up. I think it's because those things are invisible. I can't get over what they might be. Seeing the monster desensitizes you to it, and because by nature these things are invisible, there is no desensitization. Reedus finds himself surrounded and is told if one of those eats him, it will trigger a void out causing a massive crater, but he will be fine somehow. We then end on this newly introduced character eating a live bug, saying it will keep those things away. Kojima, I continue to have no idea what this is, but I am impressed every single time. And then a quick reveal, one that not many people were expecting: Neo 2 is coming at some point. Anyone a fan of superheroes? Because the PS4 exclusive Spider-Man game is up next. Spidey finds himself at the center of a prison where Electro has unleashed a bunch of prisoners. He also encounters Scorpion and Rhino, whom he's responsible for being in this very prison. After our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man kicks a little ass and forgoes taking names, Electro gives chase, and upon catching up to him, Vulture appears and the chase continues. All five plus another villain meet on the rooftop where Spidey is gotten the better of, and it ends right there. I guess we're going to have to find out what happens when Spider-Man releases. Cue the montage of things we just saw, which means the show has come to a close. All in all, a very nice performance, especially on the musical numbers. Thank you very much everybody for watching my coverage of the Sony Conference at E3 2018. Only one more to go.